Well, good afternoon. Congratulations to all of you. You've made it through this point, and we're very glad to have you here. I'm honored to welcome you to the 2024 University of Maryland, Baltimore Masters of Science and Certificate Graduation Ceremony. My name is Kenneth Wong, and I serve as the Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Graduate Education at UMB. Today, we celebrate the candidates' achievements, the drive, and the sacrifices that they have made for their scholarly pursuits. The first order of business is a welcome from our Provost. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Roger Ward, Provost and Executive Vice President. As you might guess, this week is a very busy one for our Provost, and he has many responsibilities over the next few days. But we were sure he would be part of this because he is the type of leader who takes great pleasure in the success of others. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Roger Ward.
Thank you, Dean Wong. Good afternoon. I'll try that again. This is supposed to be a celebration. There's supposed to be energy and excitement in the room. Good afternoon. All right, that's much better. I have the magic words here that confers your degrees. So unless I see excitement, energy, enthusiasm, I might just refrain. But before I read these words that would transform you magically from very engaged, disciplined students to trailblazing graduates and alumni of this institution, let me take a moment, one, to recognize all your families and friends who, as they are now sitting behind you, have stood behind you through this journey, have supported you, have supported your endeavors, have financed some of it, most of it, all of it in some instances. And so, graduates, I hope you take the opportunity again, because I'm sure you have already, to thank them for their support, their love, and unfaltering good wishes for you. I want to also recognize the exceptional faculty here in the graduate school and at the university that continue to invest in you as students, support your growth, support you intellectually, challenge you, stimulate you, frustrate you at times, I'm sure. But they have poured into you. They've poured into you because they recognize that you are the future. And we hope truly that you appreciate, understand, and pay it forward as you go on to become the next generation of great leaders in whatever your discipline is. I also want to recognize the leadership of the graduate school, Dean Wong, um, Dean Golembewski, MJ Bondy, Dr. Owens, um, and everyone else. One of the risks you run when you start calling names, you have to call everybody's name. But the list is long. These are just some of the people who have been engaged in supporting you. There's so many more on this stage, behind the scenes, who have supported you. And I want to thank them for their ongoing efforts. I, of course, want to also recognize the leadership from the schools that are here today and on the stage as well for your ongoing partnership with the graduate school and supporting the learning experience of our students. So with that, students, please stand. We'll get the business out of the way and then we'll get the rest of the party going. Under the authority granted by the state of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, and by that board and the Chancellor delegated to me in my role as Provost of the University of Maryland, Baltimore, I hereby confer your master's degree certificate with all the rights and privilege thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
All right, so that's the official part. Now we can get to some of the other things in here. All right. So, if it takes a village to raise a child, then it takes an entire university community to graduate its students. It is for this reason that I want to begin by recognizing the leadership of the university and the graduate school who are with us here today. And I'd ask them to please stand briefly as I introduce them or wave. Jim Caper, Vice Dean of the School of Medicine. Sarah Michelle, Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Patty Alvarez, Chief Student Affairs Officer and Vice President. Jenny Owens, Vice Provost of Academic Affairs and Strategic Initiatives. Erin Golembewski, Senior Associate Dean of the Graduate School. MJ Bondy, Interim Associate Dean of the Graduate School, and also a graduate getting a certificate this semester, so well done. And Werts, Interim Associate Dean of the Graduate School. Thank you all for your leadership, your wisdom, and inspiration to our students. We also have many devoted academic support staff present here today. All of us who are faculty know the value of the staff. They have been working tirelessly behind the scenes. You met some of them out front. I know that they're all around the space, so I would ask that they make themselves known so that we can recognize and appreciate them if they haven't all gone off to take care of something else. I am pleased and privileged as well to bring greetings on behalf of the distinguished faculty of the graduate school, especially our program directors. You've worked with them very closely, and you know their dedication to all of your success. Our faculty are indeed the heart and soul of the academy, pursuing excellence in teaching, scholarship, and research that takes the university and the state to new heights of excellence. I know this is a great day for them as well, as these graduates are their pride and joy. Will the faculty please stand and be recognized? I know they're over here. All right, and all of the graduates, today is your day. All of us join you, your family, your friends, your loved ones in celebrating this remarkable achievement. This is a major accomplishment and marks yet another impressive milestone on your quest for personal and professional fulfillment. I know that many of you have pursued this degree while working full-time or part-time, raising a family, being caregivers in other ways. Some of your families have grown through marriages and children while you were students. I want to recognize them for the sacrifices they have made to help you. Families, this is a proud day for you as well. You deserve a lot of congratulations, so I would ask you to stand briefly so we can all congratulate you. I would like to recognize the students in the Graduate Student Association because they collaborate with the graduate school on many events such as this one. The student leaders in this organization are really critical to the success of the university community. And the president, the provost, and I, and all the others who interact with them regularly, we really appreciate their counsel and their advice. And thanks to all of them for what they do to keep the administration, on our toes and aware of the things that are important to students. So finally, for all of you as the graduates, we are exceptionally proud of you. We can't wait to see what you do next. UMB's mission is fundamentally to improve the human condition and to serve the public good. And there is no better way to accomplish that than to send you out into the world, equipped as you have been with your faculty, having learned the skills that you need here, having acquired the knowledge, and having, hopefully, a sense of the university's mission as a whole, beyond your own discipline. As you begin this next phase of your life, remember to treat others with love, with kindness, with understanding. I encourage you in this time especially to reach across boundaries that divide us, such as race, ethnicity, religion, gender, and sexual identity. There is so much that we can achieve when we work together. I wish all of you good health, happiness, and continued success. Congratulations once again, class of 2024. We have a special award to present this afternoon, and to announce that award, I would like to introduce Dr. Naya Werts, Interim Associate Dean of the Graduate School, Program Director for the Masters in Health Science.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am so excited to present our first ever inaugural MS Alumni Award, and I look forward to the future where we will be nominating your names for this very same award. So the MS Alumni Award recognizes an accomplished graduate who has reached significant professional achievements through exemplary leadership. I am happy to announce that this year's Alumni Award winner is Dr. Osama Saidi. Dr. Saidi graduated from the MS in Clinical Research program in 2018. Dr. Saidi is a physician, a UMB professor, a vice chair for academic affairs, glaucoma division chief, director of clinical research in the Department of Ophthalmology and Visual Sciences and School of Medicine. He also serves as an adjunct associate professor of bioengineering at the University of Maryland at College Park. So now you all know your competition and all the things you need to do to get this award next time, okay? So Dr. Saidi was also recently recognized as an Empower Professor, the only faculty from the School of Medicine to receive that honor this year, and is the recipient of the NIH Director's Award for Scientific and Medical Merit. Here at UMB, Dr. Saidi is credited with building the clinical research unit at the Department of Ophthalmology and Visual Science and growing the number of active clinical trials from less than 10 to more than 40. So that's a significant achievement. Dr. Saidi, wherever you are out there, I hope you are not shy. So I'm glad Dr. Saidi came up here a little early because Dr. Saidi, I just wanted to tell you a couple of the words that your colleagues said about you and your work. Okay, get ready. You ready? They called you a trailblazer, a national leader, tireless, dynamic, remarkable, extraordinary, and my personal favorite, transformative. So, Dr. Saidi, we welcome you to the stage and we thank you for being our first MS Alumni Award winner and for all that you do for UMB, your field, and your community.
That was a very kind introduction. Thank you so much. I hope that I can live up to it in the couple of minutes I have to speak. And congratulations to the graduates, and thank you so much to the faculty and to the alumni for having me be a part of this. It's truly special. This is really the highlight of perhaps my career at this point. So I'm deeply honored to be here. I was reflecting on the moment that I was in your shoes, and I was reflecting on my decision to pursue a graduate degree and a master's after I'd finished my medical degree. And the story really starts earlier when I was, many who know me will not be surprised that I was a little bit of a nerd sort of growing up. And so I was really very focused on my work, and I was going to just be an engineer, perhaps in academia. And what really inspired me to medicine and ultimately to this master's degree was a real desire to help others and a real desire to address health inequities. Growing up, I had the opportunity to both see or the misfortune of sort of seeing these inequities both here in the United States as well as abroad in Pakistan and Egypt and in Mali and among other places. And so I chose to become a physician. I did my training in ophthalmology and glaucoma. And very soon after I became a faculty member here about 12 years ago, it was very obvious that there were limits to what we could do. And so while I think I knew that from before, it was very obvious that in treating patients, there were limits to what we could do, and there was a need to address health inequities. Particularly in my field, I'm a glaucoma specialist. The treatments that we have are great, but at some point inadequate. And so what I always tell our residents and our trainees is that we have an obligation to help our patients in other ways. And so I pursued a master's in clinical research for that purpose. And I was really inspired at the time. I was reading Paul Farmer's book, and I was really inspired by his work. And he said the idea that some lives matter less is the root of all that is wrong in the world. And so I know that everybody here who has pursued this work in the School of Medicine and the graduate school hopes to do better. And I hope that I can continue to do better and make everyone proud. I think this is particularly poignant as we think about public health and clinical research, which was my initial love and interest as I've now gone more into the lab, but really think about how we can address inequities both here and abroad. If you think about it, several years ago, just when I was graduating, actually, I had the opportunity to speak and brought up that it was a physician with public health training who uncovered the contaminated water supply in Flint, Michigan. And so that really shows the power of our training. And so as public health budgets are cut, and as even we look internationally and medical systems are being really decimated and destroyed by war, we really affirm our effort and affirm our sort of our commitment to helping those underserved. So as we celebrate the achievements of all of you in your respective fields, I said we should also reaffirm our commitment to addressing health disparities and promoting health equity. And by working together to dismantle barriers and promoting equity, we can create a future where every individual has the opportunity to live a healthy and fulfilling life. Thank you.
I don't know how you've accomplished this all, but this is a clock, so you have some more time. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Erin Golembewski, the Senior Associate Dean in the Graduate School, and it's my honor to bring you the moment that everyone has been waiting for, the honoring of the graduates. So, as many of you know, this is our first time hosting this particular ceremony, so it's a particular delight to be up here and be able to say congratulations to each student. A little procedural notes. We're going to have the rows stand up individually. So I'm going to ask row 1 to stand, process around this section here, and up the ramp this way. And students, if you could bring your card, that will assist me with the pronunciation of your name. So each of the graduates will process to the front and across the stage and be congratulated by our dean, Dr. Wong. Our professional photographer will be taking photos. Family members and friends are welcome to take their own photographs after the ceremony. I'm ready. All right. Monica Abraham, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Ashley Alston, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Nicole Amaya Palma, Master of Science, Health Science. Chenchu Bignesh Pernati, Master of Science, Regulatory Science. Alanza Badger. Morgan Bates, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Jasmine Belanton, Master of Science, Health Science. And if I could have row 2 process to the ramp for their degrees as well. Rachel Brenowitz, Master of Science, Health Science. Angelina Burkett, Master of Science, Cellular and Molecular Biomedical Sciences. Liesel Buskirk, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Stephen Cahill, Master of Science, Regulatory Science. Vincent Clancy, Master of Science, Medical Cannabis Science and Therapeutics. Mugda Danji, Master of Science, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Michael Kramer, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Mark Jordan, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Mandy Ho, Master of Science, Pathologist Assistant. Avelina Hemingway, Master of Science, Pathologist Assistant. Tristan Hamlin, Master of Science, Pathology Assistant. Olga Grant, Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Research Administration. Danielle Fernandez, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Abusede Elasinla, Master of Science, Medical Research and Technology. Benjamin Ebert, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Mackenzie Daniels, Master of Science, Forensic Medicine. Gabrielle Dang, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. If I could have row 3 stand and come to the podium, please. Jennifer Cook, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Rebecca Collins, Master of Science, Medical and Research Technology. Erin Clark, Master of Science, Pathologist Assistant. Gayatri Bandekar, Master of Science, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Amanda Kwong, Master of Science, Pathologist Assistant. Afraz Lalani, Master of Science, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Maduo Ladalhong, Master of Science, Global Health Systems. Nya Lei, Master of Science, Pathologist Assistant. Sydney Lloyd, Master of Science, Pathologist Assistant. Mark Masick, Master of Science, Health Profession Education. Cindy Mishima, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Tiare McConan, Master of Science, Palliative Care. Peter Memia, Master of Science, Global Health Innovation. Asma Mohammed, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. If I could have row 4 come forward, please. Shay Montgomery, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Marie Nicole. Madeline Natio, Master of Science, Cellular and Molecular Biomedical Sciences. Victoria Olshansky, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Mackenzie Miller, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Alexia Smith, Master of Science, Cellular and Molecular Biomedical Sciences. Samantha Sinai, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Sydney Scanlon, Master of Science, Pathologist Assistant. Ebony Samuels, Postbaccalaureate Certificate, Medical Cannabis Science and Therapeutics. Raneem Saleh, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Saleshi Rusam, Master of Science, Medical Research and Technology. Megan Ronan, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Raquel Ramirez, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Riya Ramesh Panagrai, Master of Science, Pharmaceutical Science. Ajibola Raji, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Eric Quinn, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Matthew Pruz, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Sarah Pettit, Master of Science, Forensic Medicine. If I could have row 5 come forward, please. Melinda Peterson, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Megan Palmer, Master of Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Research Administration. Patty Palmer, Master of Science, Health Professions Education. Sebastian Orozco, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Yulia Opron, Master of Science, Regulatory Science. Nicole Stepanian, Master of Science, Health Science. Jacqueline Sullivan, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Nikia Swan, Master of Science, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Cynthia Wilfred Chuiseau, Master of Science, Cell and Molecular Biomedical Sciences. Caitlin Tahan, Master of Science, Physician Assistant. Alyssa Tomlinson, Master of Science, Health Science. Linda He Huai Tran, Master of Science. Jeffrey Shie, Physician Assistant, Master of Science. Danya Cato, Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Clinical Research. Dr. Sarah Mills, Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Integrative Health and Wellness. Gabrielle Doms, Master of Science, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Alice Wilkerson, Master of Science, Medical Cannabis Science and Therapeutics.
Clinical informatics.
Dr. Mary Jo Bondy, Clinical Informatics. Post-Baccalaureate Certificate. Dr. Bondy, we have a cord for you. A cord. It's fancy. Some of the students are wearing them. See me on the way out. And with that, I'll invite Dr. Bondy to come to the podium.
Congratulations, fellow graduates, class of 2024. You did it. You made it. Congratulations to the family, to the faculty, to whoever stood behind you to support you in your journey. This concludes the graduation ceremony, but not the festivities. All are welcome to take photos on the stage, in the backdrops to celebrate this moment. For those who have reserved tickets, a group will be walking over to the UMB campus graduation celebration at the Kester lot, and we encourage you to follow us and celebrate with us. This is a momentous occasion, and we really want to celebrate each and every one of you. Again, congratulations to all of the candidates on your tremendous accomplishments, and we will be sending you even more things in the mail. You'll be getting your diplomas soon, so be on a lookout and make sure your addresses are correct. Please follow the graduates out of the auditorium, and again, congratulations to class of 2024.
Hello. Yeah, I can turn it off though.
PA students, PA graduates.